Michelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. But this video is a little bit different because this is a tag video. I was tagged by Jillian of Remedy Fibers Podcast. And let me get my notes here. So the name of this tag is 10 questions to answer for crocheters. So I'm really excited to do this. And yeah, so if you hear any rumbling, I have my paper notes here so that like my tablet glare won't be in my glasses. And yeah, anyway, so I am crocheting a blanket, and I'll have more details about this blanket in another video. But yeah, so far so good. It's really simple. It's just your crocheting in the round. And yeah, so I'll leave that link in the description box. But I am holding 2 strands of worsted double, so that's interesting. But anyway, let's see. The first question is, are you a stitch marker person? If so, how? Yes, I am. So if you look right here, I am already using a stitch marker. I use stitch markers to hold my stitches when I put my project down. Also, I use it to keep up with which rows I'm on. I probably should use one of those row counters, but I'm so bad at it. I just prefer to put a stitch marker here and then just count up to where I need to be. Yeah. So it depends on the type of stitch marker. Sometimes I can use a stitch marker as a progress keeper as well and just kind of use them interchangeably. But it just kind of depends on, what kind of stitch marker it is. All right, so let's see. Question number 2. Do you do anything special to take care of your hands or wrist? So this is so important to me because if you crochet or knit or any craft for a long period of time, you could experience some sort of fatigue in your hands, your wrists, or your fingers, like me. So if you all have watched my previous videos, you'll know that I am currently suffering with trigger finger. I don't know what could have caused it. I actually went to the doctor yesterday, and she basically just told me to keep wearing my brace. And then there were some other things she could do by referring me to someone, and then you get like a shot or something. And I was like, no. I'll just keep wearing my brace and keeping a cold compress on it. I'll let you know if it gets any worse. So I do that. Let's see, what else do I do? I love to stretch. I love to stretch. So if I've been sitting here and working for a while, I will put down my work and I will get some stretches in. And so that definitely helps. Also, I try to get up every few minutes. So the job that I have, I work in IT and I work from home. So I am sitting all day long. And so even at work, like I don't know, maybe every 30 minutes or so, I will get up and just like, I'll walk to the living room, I'll walk down the hall and back. It does not have to be for a long distance, but if you are someone who sits and crafts for a long time, I would suggest getting up every 30 minutes or so and just get up, walk around, or just stand in place, stretch, whatever you need to do. But yeah, so I definitely recommend that. And of course, I'm not a healthcare professional, but I have to go by what works for me. I do experience back and knee problems, and so for me, I will get stiff really quickly, like even in my shoulders. If I'm like just sitting for a long period of time, I just get so stiff, and then when I stand up, it's like the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz. Oh, I'm sure some of you all can relate to that. So yeah, definitely stretching every few minutes is definitely helpful. All right, let's see here. Question number 3 is, what are your crochet goals for the summer? Well, it is in the middle of August, so summer is leaving very fast. But I don't know if this is a benefit or not, but one thing about living here in Eastern North Carolina is that our summers last for a long time. Um, it can be warm here well into October and November. So it seems like summer lasts just a little bit longer here in North Carolina. I'm trying to think, do I have any summer plans? Um, I don't know. I don't really know if I have any summer crochet plans. I would like to make some socks. I would like to make some socks. Um, yeah, I have not. Yeah, I have not made crochet socks yet. So I would love to crochet some socks. So I would like to do that. Um, yeah, it's just being here in a warmer climate. You don't get to wear a lot of your mates very often because it's warmer during the majority of the year. But for right now, um, crochet socks, that's for sure. Um, Maybe some hats, maybe. So we'll see. I'm just going to keep the projects very small for right now. I do have a ton of stuff on my Ravelry queue, so I'll have to check that out. All right. Oh yeah, I'm looking over there right now at some polyfill. A friend of mine gave me a bag of polyfill, and she was like, "Oh, can you use this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I sew pillows sometimes." But then when I got home, I was like, "Ooh, this would be a great time to try amigurumi." So yeah, now that I have like this whole bag of polyfill over there, I figured that this would be a good time to try making some little stuffies. I love candy corn, so I'm thinking about making like one of those little candy corn amigurumis. That would be so nice. So yeah. All right. So let's see. What's our fourth question? What are your favorite crochet colors for the summer? Well, as you all may know, I love bright colors, bold colors. So, um, yeah, that's my jam. Now, recently I have noticed that I've been gravitating towards darker colors. Um, but even those colors are very saturated and deep and and bold. So I really like the neons. I like fuchsia. I like neon purple. I like orange. Um, I've been even getting into yellow, obviously. Oh, I didn't tell you all what I was wearing. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Um, but I am definitely into the yellows and just bright colors like that. So this lovely yellow hat that I'm wearing is by Little John Knits, and I will link it below. And this is her raspberry uh, beret pattern. So I love it. I want to make like 10 more of these. I really do. Today is wash day for my hair, so I was like, okay, do I wash my hair first? But if you all have naturally kinky curly hair, then you know that washing your hair is like a 2-day process. So I was like, yeah, we're just gonna put this up in a hat, put a little bit out in the front, and we're gonna go from there. Alrighty then, let's see what else. If you could only use one crochet hook for the rest of your life, what would it be? And what hook size would it be? Okay, I like this question. So my favorite crochet hook size would definitely have to be an I, which I believe is a 5.5 milliliter. Yeah, yeah, because the H is a 5. So yeah, an I, 5.5. Um, but what I have noticed is that a lot of crochet patterns are calling for either a 4.5 millimeter or an H hook, which is a 5 millimeter. I've been noticing that in so many different projects. So I have been using those two hook sizes quite a bit lately. Yeah, and then the rest of the question was what brand? Okay, so I am more of a boy hook type of person. Um, so for me, it would have to be a boy hook or a clover hook. And it would have to have an ergonomic handle, whether that be like the silicone type of handle or a bamboo handle. That's for sure. So yeah, clover or yeah, clover or boy type of hooks. Um, I'm not particularly like fussy about the actual brand. It just needs to have a tapered um, hook head. Yeah, it just needs to be tapered. I don't know how well you can see that, but it just needs to be tapered. And so, boy and Clover Amore, I believe, those are two crochet hook lines that have that tapered head. All right, let's see. I need to go to the next row. So, go crochet. And I hope you all are working on something too. All right. So we do 3 of these and then 2. Okay. All right. So let's see. Next question is number 6. How old were you when you learned how to crochet? I want to say somewhere between 8 and 10. It's been so long ago, so I don't remember when I started crocheting, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, that I can tell you. It was a long time ago. That is for sure. Alrighty then. Number 7. What are your tips on getting yarn on sale or for cheap? I thought this was a really good question. I think a lot of us like a good bargain. So I have several tips. I know, not nitpicks. Well, nitpicks and We Crochet. Sometimes they will have like these big fall sales or these big summer sales. So look out for those. Webs is another store, another online store that has a lot of discounted yarn, or it's kind of like yarn that's being discontinued. So you can definitely check that out as well. They really slice those prices. Also, if you know someone that is having a D-stash, you can check that out. Oh, yarn swaps. Say that 10 times. Yarn swaps. So if you have a friend, maybe they have some yarn and you have some yarn, you all can do a swap. And that is a great way to try out new yarns. And also in my shop, Queen's Yarn Boutique, I am currently having a 30% off sale on my hand-dyed yarn. So if you're interested, you can check that out as well. Alrighty then. Next question. What is your favorite holiday? So I do not celebrate holidays. However, I love when candy goes on sale. So I need my peeps around springtime. I need my candy corn around the fall time. Ugh, I love it when candy goes on sale. And I catch a bunch of flack for liking those. Like my friends, they don't like peeps and they don't like candy corn. I just feel like, there's a lot of hate towards those two types of candies. So let me know in the description box below if you like peeps or candy corn, or you think they're just the most disgusting things you've ever heard of. I am very curious to know. Alrighty then, let's see. Number 9, what is your favorite benefit of crochet and how has it helped you? So I love this question. So my mind is constantly racing. It's always full of thoughts and what I need to do and blah, 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 blah. And so for me, when I'm crocheting, that's kind of like a time to just focus. So crocheting really helps me to just focus on one thing because I don't want to mess up my stitch count or anything like that. So I really have to focus on my crochet. And so that's definitely helpful. And I know this is a crochet tag, but also knitting benefits me that way as well. And I don't know if it's the repetitive movements or what it is, but it really just helps to bring my mind into focus and it just really helps out. Let's see, was there more to that question? Yeah, so how has it helped you? So also, I can be a little bit restless sometimes, and so I think crochet just keeps me like busy. Yeah, it just kind of keeps me busy, and it's something that's very portable. You can take it in the car. You can take it to, like, if you want, you can take it to the doctor's office. You can take it to a restaurant. You know, if everybody is cool with that, that's with you. You know, it definitely helps. It kind of helps to ease the nerves a little bit. Especially like if you're somebody like me that's just not big into large crowds and things like that, or maybe you just kind of have a little, you know, like a little social anxiety sometimes, then crocheting, having a little project with you is so beneficial. Alrighty then. Let me see. Oh, so if you have any sort of ways that crochet or knitting is beneficial to you, let me know in the comment section below. Alright, so we have made it to our last question, which is, what do you do with your finished projects, your finished object, your FOs? Well, as I mentioned before, it can be a little warm here in Eastern North Carolina. So, because of that, I don't get to wear my makes as much as I want to. So, a lot of times I do a lot of gifting. I do enjoy gifting. Also, I donate. I donate yarn, that's for sure, because I feel like other people can use it, you know? I would like to do more with charity, but there aren't really any charity places that are taking any donations. There's fluff like flying around. But there's not really any places I know here locally that's taking any like hats or scarves or whatever. But if there were, that'd be great. But I do enjoy gift giving and donating and things like that, and wearing them whenever I can. So that's what I like. All right, was that all to the question? Yes, that was all to the question. And of course, I'm wearing my crochet beret, so wearing things like this is great. And for whatever reason, this doesn't make me like overheat or anything like that. All right, so my legs starting to like cramp up. See, this is what I mean. This is why I have to get up and walk around, because my legs are like starting to go numb and fall asleep. So that is all of the questions. Thank you, Jillian, so much for tagging me. That was really cool. I don't really know where this tag originated. I think maybe the Yarn Stitchery, but I'm not 100% sure on that. If I find out where the tag originated from, I will definitely let you all know in the description box below. So I'm not going to tag anybody, because anybody can do this. If you want to answer these questions, make a video about it or whatever, or maybe you even want to answer some of the questions in the comments below, that is totally fine. Totally fine. Alright, so yep, that is all the questions. So I have links in the description box below to all my favorite crochet and knitting tools, as well as links to the filming equipment that I use and all that stuff. So if you have any questions, click that link. Also check out my YouTube community tab. I have a lot of fun questions there, and I've been really enjoying reading you all's answers to some of these polls and some of these questions that I've been asking on that tab. And if you want to support my channel, I do have the links below for that as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You can also find me on social media as QueensYarnBoutique. And to continue watching, you can simply click on the next screen for more videos. Until next time, bye!